it takes proactive effort on our part. This might be old news, you might have heard, but I've been preaching it for a while during this COVID stuff. But get a hold of that tenant that's behind. Get a hold of that tenant that doesn't know what to do.
You're listening to 5 Hour Real Estate Week, where you'll learn to consistently buy real estate in only 5 hours a week. So if you're ready to invest in real estate, achieve financial freedom, and own the lifestyle you deserve, even with your job, this is the show for you. Now, here's your host, Mike Butler.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 5 Hour Real Estate Week podcast. And today's topic for Market Mondays is going to be a market update on what has happened within primarily the last 7 days or so. Get your crayons out and take some notes on this one here. So I heard this morning on the news that, get this, 9.3 million jobs are available. Now, we hear big numbers like this, and we think, yabba do and all this, that the media is just blowing more smoke. But supposedly, this 9.3 million jobs are available in the United States right now. This is the highest number ever in the U.S. history. So all of these folks that are sitting on the couch, getting all this free money, unemployment benefit bonuses from the feds, just all kinds of crazy stuff, that's got to stop. And something that relates to my town and probably your town as well, I had a doctor's appointment this morning, and I also went and got my hair cut. So you like my new do? So I got my real barber I've been using since 1982. And on the way home, or on the way back from getting my hair cut, I stopped in Kentucky Fried Chicken. They've been advertising this big chicken sandwich. So I go through the drive-thru there, and on the drive-thru menu board and everywhere else, it says the dining room is closed because they cannot find anybody who wants to work. Isn't that sad? Now, a few weeks ago, I went to Wendy's drive-thru. This was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. They were closed at 4 o'clock in the afternoon because they couldn't get any help. The drive-thru was even closed. This is crazy insane. So our good friends, our neighbors north of us in Indiana, that governor disbanded and turned off all the federal money coming into that state so they could turn off unemployment and get people back to work and to help out primarily the small business owners. And that's pretty sad. So I thought that impressed me a little bit. 9.3 million jobs are available, the highest number ever in U.S. history, and people are refusing to go to work. That's sad. Also, last week, President Biden has extended the eviction moratorium to July 31st. So here we go. They're moving the goalpost again. One more time. It was going to end June 30th. My expert gladiator legal attorney tells me back about 2 weeks ago that he thinks they would not extend it because their CDC eviction moratorium is basically losing case after case after case in federal court where folks are suing them. And so we just assumed and kept our fingers crossed that June 30th would be the end of it. Well, here we go again. So they've extended it another month to July 31st. Are they going to change the goalpost then? Well, we'll find out probably on July 30th or July 29th. So that does affect us. If you've got rental properties, that's definitely going to affect you. They're going to ride. We have some tenants, okay, not very many, maybe 3%, are riding this I ain't got to pay rent campaign. And what has happened, there's been some new federal law. They're trying to relate it to COVID when only 9% of all the dollars spent in this new law, this federal law, is going towards COVID. The rest of it's going for all kinds of goofy stuff that we could probably do a 6-hour debate on. But anyway, so the eviction moratorium, that's been extended to July 31st. Now, if you've been following me all along throughout this COVID, starting earlier than last year, everything was going great. And just FYI, our system, my system of how we manage our rental properties, the landlording on autopilot system, we're still getting 110% of our rents paid consistently every month. And you can too. But anyway, this morning in the mailbox, I got some free money arriving. Now, I'm calling it free money because it's government money. But get this, we got one check for over $7,000 where a lady tenant jumped on that don't pay rent bandwagon. She really truly lost her job. She's a great tenant. And with our help, now listen to what I just said there. With our help, okay, and her working with us, kind of like, June and Ward Cleaver working with Beaver and Wally. Okay, we held her hand, got her pointed in the right direction to fill out most of the stuff you can do online, to fill out these places, agencies, whatever, in your town, in my town, for them to get free money. Yeah, there's some fine print that goes with it. Something like, well, you can't evict them if they'll pay 3 months in advance, and something about if they miss a payment, you can't evict them for 30 days, whatever. But if you're going to get a shot at making up past 9 months of rent or more, I'll sign up. Okay, and that's exactly what we did. And so we got our great tenants, not the ones that we wish that we might not have put in there, but our great tenants having trouble. We got 3 checks this morning, one for $7,000, one for $11,000 and some change, and another one for $13,500. Now, how's this happening? Is it magically happening because we did nothing, or we got on the phone and we told our tenants, said, hey, you need to go over here, call these people and go apply for that stuff? They're not going to do that. Think about it. The federal government is just sending out money, dumping it in their daggone bank account for free. You don't have to do anything. So it takes proactive effort on our part. Yeah, this might be old news, you might have heard, but I've been preaching it for a while during this COVID stuff. But get a hold of that tenant that's behind. Get a hold of that tenant that doesn't know what to do. Keep in mind, their world's upside down too, because there's a lot of small businesses that have hit the wall and gone belly up. But reach out to them. Find out what agencies. In my town, right here in Louisville, Kentucky, the federal government just gave them $388 million for some kind of recovery BS. That's insane. So there's all kinds of money out there. They're advertising on TV in my town where folks can go to sign up to get this help. And what I want you to do is find out where those places are. And then you reach out to your residents that are behind and get them to sign up for this. And you will be getting some big fat checks too. Did it fix everything? Did we still have damage from COVID? Yes, we did. But does this help? Yes, it does. Okay, and if you're going to sit there and say, well, I ain't signing up for none of that government stuff, blah, 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 then I got to owe them. All right, if you're principle driven like that, that's fine. But guess what? Everybody else is grabbing it. Okay, so why not you? And you can't really, now this is going to be hard for you to accept. You really can't blame the tenant too much. I mean, all this media coverage and stuff was shoved down their throat. So think about that. So switching gears from all that, find out what those agencies are and put them on your website. That way you can get on the phone with your resident. And I want you, while you're on the phone with them, to go to the agency and you fill in the blanks for them. Hi, what's your name? Sally Smith. Okay, where do you live? 123 Main Street. What's your rent? How much do you owe? How far are you behind? Are you working? No. Okay. Just ask the questions and fill in the blanks and hit submit. It gets the process started for them. Okay. If you tell them to go do it, guess what? Ain't going to happen. You won't get any money. Okay. So get on the horn with them, have them on the phone. You reach out, you find out where those places are. And I suggest save those, bookmark them so you can do it with all your residents. And that'll help you have a better 2021. Now, finally, on this session here on the market updates, don't forget this, guys. Right now, interest rates are the lowest they've ever been. There's not enough houses for sale. Too many buyers. What's that mean? Stuff is selling for more than what the asking price is. My little brother's house, we listed it. He's selling his home and he's moving over to the southern province of Canada there, Indiana, and he's building a new home over there. And so I helped him sell it. So we take pictures, all this and that. I forget. I think we was asking 469 or 470. Somebody came in to offer him like 485. No inspections. Yeah, they got to get along, but no inspections, none of that. And bingo. So he had like 30 showings in one day and 5 offers the same day. So now's the time to sell for top dollar. So if you've got rental properties, take a look at the ones you might want to swap out for something better. Okay. Maybe those ones that are over 100 years old and they got box gutters and they're high maintenance and you wish you could get the nice new plastic houses or whatever. So take a look at your portfolio. Now's the time to sell for top dollar. And now's the time, if you're growing your business, okay, maybe restructure your debt, do some cash out refis, borrow, and depending on where you're at in your investing career, borrow as much as you can for as long as you can. Because folks, if you can borrow a lot of money at 2.5% or 3% fixed for 30, all you got to do is make more than 3%. That's free money you're going to get the benefit off of. So that's it. We're going to shut this one down. Stay tuned for the next one. Adios.
Glad you joined us for another episode of 5 Hour Real Estate Week. The best thing you can do now is put this information to action. To help you get started, Mike created a free resource for you called How to Buy 50 Houses a Year, Even with Your Job. Download it now by going to mikebutler.com/50 houses. And we'll see you on the next episode.